What is this? What's this? What is this thing? Well, this is in fact the USS Puerto Rico. Premium Tier 10 cruiser. 4 lights of battle cruiser. The length is basically as big as the Montana, but smaller. What is the difference and downsides of this ship? Well, before we get into that, let's talk about this lovely little doohickey here called the Dockyard. Most people, or players of this game, have actually talked about this thing. And my fucking god, is this the most annoying, atrocious thing ever, just to build a ship. Now, let me just rephrase that. It's a beautiful concept. Beautiful concept. But it gets atrocious because of one fucking thing. Shipbuilding tokens. This is the New Year's event that is going to be expiring on that counter right there. Basically, around 3 a.m. U.S. Central Daylight Time. For the U.S., for the Central Time in the USA. Most people say that they've actually completed this event without paying a fucking dollar. Oh, you so misguided fuckers. Let me be straight into the point. You are not going to get far without it. You can probably get to about right here or right here without spending money at the game. But the atrocious things that happens is just going to cost you money. These last 4 are not even funny at all. This is guaranteed to be $100 of your time, just to help speed up the process. When you get to stage 4, that's when it starts to get to the point where you can pay 35,000 doubloons for the ship. 35,000. Let that sink in. This is a free-to-play game with the option to complete a Tier 10 American heavy cruiser given to you. That if you want to grind it the legit way, you can do it, but you have to be up for 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks straight, or basically more than that, because the timer did not start until basically around the Christmas event, or the Christmas week holiday, which was, granted, 2 weeks back. Oh boy. I am both recording and streaming this. The stream has always a start delay. But I reached my patience this morning. The heaviest of heavy patience. Where I got to fire station and I said, fuck this grind. I did not. I was at stage 6 of this. I got to here. With the option to basically pay $60. And let me explain what that is in doubloon currency. 15,000 doubloons. $60. Plus these 3 boosts. We're talking $160 for the Puerto Rico. Half the cost of the Hailfire Storm that people literally gave this ship. Why though? Why? Granted, you can basically complete all these if you're doing your daily combat missions, which in fact you do get 2 per each stage level, and there's 2 of them. So you get 10 overall. So that's a guaranteed 20. You would get about to basically right at the 300 mark and basically start doing that. There are people that do that. I tend to not believe half the shit they say in this game. Why? Well, for example, it is nearly impossible to complete the Puerto Rico without throwing 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, which this all adds up to 24,000 doubloons, which is, as a matter of fact, averaging $99 for the tax of most stuff. Alright, but I hope Wargaming does this more in the future, this dockyard event, but lower the grinding a bit, because for a tier 10 cruiser, this was the and to be honest, let's get to the point about this cruiser. This was in fact the 5th Alaskan class heavy cruiser to be built. Planned to be built. She was cancelled before they laid her down. So basically only 2 ships were built. Her tier 9 equivalent, the USS Alaska, which is in the tech tree right here. Cool, huh? Her armor is relatively similar, but it's the deck and the armor belt that are different. 38 and 28. That doesn't matter for battleships. But the Alaska had 9 8-inch guns. The same guns that are found on the Des Moines. Or the 8-inch guns, well, all the 8-inch guns are found from Des Moines, so from the Pensacola all the way up to the Des Moines of the heavy class cruisers. And every heavy cruiser in the game so far. So those 8-inch guns are nasty. But yeah, this is a fairly decently armored ship for the time. Looks pretty decently armored. But it comes with a heavy drawback. This battleship, this battle cruiser will deflect bow on shells that are less than 15-inch caliber. So when it is facing a Bismarck, does Freddy DeGrosso actually have those guns? Does he have? Yeah. Okay, never mind. So anything below tier 8, depending on the ship, that's not firing high explosive. The bow on this ship will win the fight. And it's got that heavy American cruiser penetration. But first and foremost, let's talk about the armaments about this ship as well. I know I said that first thing, but I gotta get the dockyard out of the way first. And I'm not showing this because this thing can go fuck itself. This ends with the dockyard. So, let's talk about the guns. These guns are in fact 12 inches or 305 millimeter /50 Mach 8 guns. There are 12 of these. 3 in each turret, 6 in the front, 6 in the rear. Though I haven't shown the firing art yet because I just got this ship today and I was exhausted. That's the word. Exhausted. I literally met my, let's say, my patience was up. That was basically it. With myself moving and all, I wanted to at least do some grinding for this. I do plan on getting to tier 10 with the other cruisers. The only cruiser I have so far is Des Moines. But for a ship like this, for an event, I don't know if I'll have the patience to do this again. I respect everything that Wargaming has done. The art style they did for the dockyard was beautiful. The design of the Puerto Rico, of what it should have been, is beautiful. But we're getting off topic. Now, the guns are really good. They're 12-inch guns. These are the same kind of guns that are found on not only the Wyoming-class battleship, but the also Kronstadt. Kronstadt as well has these. I'm going to include Scharnhorst because her guns may be 11 inches. They're 20 inches below the threshold mark, but they still count because they are low caliber and they still pack a punch to cruisers. That's why they're included. And to be honest, that is good. What is the downside? There's also another hefty downside, which players have regarded to hate about this ship as well. The reload of the guns. It's not a hefty reload. Most people that are playing battleships and battle cruisers that tend to actually sit through these long reloads are kind of used to it already. First and foremost, I believe that this ship's battle fire rate sigma is in fact goes off the battleship dispersion, and there's a lot of things you can do about it. What's this do? Oh no, it does nothing. All right, well, either way, the range of these guns are basically 18.8 kilometers, which is nice. You can have two options. Gunfire Control Mod 2. Or Main Battery Modification Mod 3, which brings these guns down to... the reload of the guns down to 19.3 seconds. No, 4 seconds. Not bad. Or you can sit there and basically be pissed off and reload every 22 seconds. The Kronstadt also has, I think Alaska has, the Kronstadt is basically, I think, 19 seconds as well, or 18 to 19 seconds. Alaska's guns are 20 seconds. So, this is basically 2 seconds more off the guns. Off Alaska's, so it's kind of silly and annoying to those that don't like Puerto Rico. Range is nice. The speed is very nice for a battleship, for a battle cruiser this size. I keep saying battleship. This is a pocket battleship. Let me put that out there. A pocket battleship. What is a pocket battleship? Well, it's technically like this. It's mainly a battle cruiser with battleship guns. And the 12-inch guns actually do class as battleship guns. But this ship falls in the line of cruisers. It's fast like the Iowa class, and it's really kind of decent. Though, to be honest, and I don't think everyone's going to be missing out so much. However, let's get down to the modification upgrades that you can probably outfit the Puerto Rico whatever you feel like you want to do. Not to mention that most of you actually have this ship anyway, and basically have actually done it more performing better than the ones that basically trash talk the goddamn ship anyway. Let's get to it. These two really do matter. You select armaments or detonate. I prefer to go with the armaments mod 1, damage con mod 1, and that's basically it. It's basically a little... This ship, when it gets on set, it has a high tendency of being set on fire. Because fire will make this thing really annoying. Aiming systems help dispersion of the guns. Turning circle makes that god-awful 15-second rudder shift time down to 12.8, which is beautiful. Or if you want to basically go for this, it's up to you. Concealment. I don't need to say anything more. This is a fucking cruiser. Of course you're going to pick concealment. And plus, this is also kind of not stealthy for a cruiser, but it is still kind of stealthy to fight against battleships. So this is going to be fighting against battleships. It's going to be, it's basically 0.3 worse than Kronstadt. However, Kronstadt is Kronstadt. It's a Russian, well, whatever. I haven't even bothered. Wait, hold on a second. What am I doing? I'm gonna have to get the radar mod for this. Put it on there because this thing loves to keep things spotted. Other than that, this is what my build is. So it's basically, let's just go to the armory and get myself that little radar mod. That's it. Upgrade! Upgrade! Oh, excuse me. What? Oh, I don't have enough for them too. I'll get them later. Upgrades. So radar mod 1. I can get this coal back. Exchange. Close. Modules. Yes! Let's put that surveillance radar on. I'm gonna sell that. To bring up to 42 seconds? What's Des Moines radars last long? Okay. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. So... Wait. 35 seconds for this radar to last long. It's 10-kilometer range. Okay. Now we sell that and we put that on. It's 38 seconds? 42 seconds? Des Moines is 48 seconds. That's absurd. That's weird. Just put the, that one on. That one on. That on. This is a premium ship. We might as well put all those on. Alright, so we have 2 minutes on cooldown. 42 seconds is still average. Still good. Still good. Okay, okay. It's 6 seconds off the radar. This thing still has hydro. Still uses hydro. But you have to give up the defensive AA. If you want to use everything else, you gotta give up the radar. My advice, my thing is, why would you? I mean, spotter planes is cool and all. It's actually really good, but radar is radar. And plus, this ship would probably excel greatly in as a cyclone. Well, let's see what happens if I put my... Not Montana. Yeah, let's see what happens if I put my Montana captain on here. Those ships. Yes. Parameters. Oh! Wait. 30.4 seconds. 34.5. Okay. So yes, I would say definitely investing in the marksman to basically get these turrets turning quickly within 30 seconds. Or around that time. Does Des Moines actually do the same thing? I know I don't have that, but around 30 seconds it should be good enough, so I'll have to do that when I get 2 points for Des Moines. That can't go any higher than 4. Okay, so the only thing that's beneficiary is in fact the defensive fire. So only 4 and with your running like premium consumables. Though the AA becomes really decent. Well, yeah, let's get into the AA as well. Being ahead of myself. Being shocked by my wife. So these destroyer caliber guns are found on the Gearing and the Atlantis. So roughly about the same size. These are basically the same secondaries found on Montana or Midway. Let's go into the AA defense. A lot of AA. Bofors, Oricans, and the dual-purpose secondaries as well. Max range is of the entire AA is in fact 6 kilometers. So basically, that's basically it. I don't know if this ship can also be used as a training captain for signals, but I really haven't even tried putting signals on here. Even though the economics, I have so many of these I would like to use, but it's the credits I don't have. The balloons I don't have. I don't like this nerf they gave it. Oh well. We're gonna mount some Leviath, some good flags on here. Basically about the same stuff on here. Oh. Or let's add some more. That's alright. Alright, so now, to be honest, right out of the box, this ship does give you a 10-point captain, which comes to no surprise. Priority target, AR, superintendent, or increase the A of your gun efficiency, and concealment. Definitely concealment. This ship dies of it. This ship requires concealment. I don't know how you can go without saying concealment. Oh. Alright. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Alright, so 13 kilometers being spotted. Here's the radar range. This thing begs for a 12-kilometer radar by the looks of it. I mean, a destroyer spots a Puerto Rico within 13 kilometers. I'm going to ignore that gearing. But anyway. Anyway, I'll let him turn pink on his own. Ignore the troll. Anyway, so we got a trolling gear. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So, a destroyer that spots a Puerto Rico within 13 kilometers is going to stay out of the 10-kilometer radar range. I'm just going to be strict right there. The only way the Puerto Rico is only going to get to basically radar something is either a thunderstorm happening or the cyclone effect. That's rarely going to happen, or if the Puerto Rico is hiding behind an island coverage. So, island coverage, see, look, I'm already spotted. I'm already targeted. Okay, cool. Yep. So, this is what I was talking about. There's a destroyer right here, spotting me. I'm just gonna angle away. So that's basically it. Now, that's what I'm actually saying about the how bad the spotting point of the Puerto Rico is. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. This thing begs to have a really good radar thing. But the thing is, the guns aren't that bad. I mean, they're pretty accurate. They're accurate enough. They actually look accurate. The Sigma is actually good. That's with the dispersion mod. But God help you if you try to get close with this ship. Oh, missed. Oh well. And there's another Puerto Rico. Oh, another useful talent that you could probably give your Puerto Rico captain is the expert loader for the captain skill. It's only one skill point. Reduces the cooldown, reduces the swapping ammunition by a quite good margin. Ooh, nice. But good actually damage right there. Not too much for high explosive, but it does damage. What you really want is a broadsiding cruiser to bitch slap the hell out of. The shells, they actually travel fast for a tier 10 cruiser. 3k, but most of that damage came from the torpedoes. It's when you're not it's when ships take actually heavy damage from this. Oh, alright. Oh, fuck. Conquer would have been a good thing. Alright. This Yoshino looks per prime target. And give it to him. Alright, dispersion looks brilliantly good. Let's see how much damage I can inflict on the Yoshino. Smokescreen right there. Shatter. Dispersion trolled me. Gonna aim lower and let him have it. I'm ignoring the Puerto Rico because one, he's got his own problems. The enemy one. Because I think our Smolensk is gonna get him. Oh, yeah. These shells may be fast, I still gotta lead with them. Oh well. And the gearing is still there. So, this is what the concealment of Puerto Rico is in a thunderstorm. Goes from that dreaded 13 kilometers down to 10.4. And it's really not that bad. Though it will be bad for the Smolensk because he's going to get torped to death by the gearing. I called it. But the Shimakaze is probably going to get a good shot in him. It doesn't matter anyway, so this is a very bad way of showing the Puerto Rico. I mean, I'm actually playing it like I would be playing it like a battle, like the Kronstadt, a battle cruiser type. You got to play it like that. Otherwise, you're going to fuck up and die. I hope that Gearing's dead already. Oh, he's still alive. Of course, he's hanging around mid the entire time.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Conqueror. Lovely. And the Conqueror spotted me when I fired my guns. Well, hopefully these bullets actually hit him. One fire on the Conqueror. That won't stay active for long unless he wants to have it burning. Oh, he's letting it burn. Okay, cool. By the looks of it, that's fire prevention, Conqueror. He's got 2 fires, but he's got only 1 fire. Bad for damage. Let's switch to armor piercing. Conqueror is giving, looks like he's giving much of the broadside. No. Lied, he's not. Let's out though. Let's see if I can actually get something decent to show how good these guns are. I mean, these guns are good. It's just that they're fast for how good their caliber is. However, they're not as fast as Kronstadt. So there is some leading here. Alright, that's a bit too close to Thunderer. $3K. Pathetic. Alright. Thunderer giving broadside. That's how... Okay! Citadel on the Thunderer. Okay, that's got to give some respects to this guy. This guy got to wake him up. Now, as the Kronstadt can Citadel a broadsiding battleship, regardless of what tier it is, a tier 8, 9, or 10, the Puerto Rico can do the exact same thing. Battleships have to respect it still. Though I can't only trying to give him a good angle, but it's kind of pointless when his guns overmatch my bow. Let's see. That's the Citadel damage. Though I can't give him much. So I might as well just have fun at this point. 55 damage in Puerto Rico, that's not bad. Not bad for a cruiser standard. But it's kind of a hard as hell to angle. Though I gotta keep him focused on me because the Shimakaze is literally right there sending torps his way. And if he's not paying attention that there's a destroyer over here, he's gotta pay the fuck attention. And I'm lovely that the Conqueror is shooting nothing but HE, but this is British high explosive. It does a lot of damage. So the Thunderer has done more damage to me, and I am going to give Shima the thanks the thank you. So now I'm dead anyway. No kills, 58, almost 60,000 damage. Oh well. That's not bad. But how to put the Puerto Ricos like should you? Is it good or not? It's actually a mixed bag. It's actually I'm not gonna lie. It's actually a really good ship. With the certain investment of the commander skills in it, it's gonna be good. It's really good too. And this is my Montana captain, so this is a premium ship, so you can basically experiment with any of your tier 8 commanders. But yeah, you can either go for expert loader, which it reduces the cooldown, allows you to basically get your armor piercings and salvos loaded off, but the gun has to be loaded first. Or go for this build, which is the complete anti-air roll for any type of carrier comes into play, which is still pretty much alright then. Because of this doohickey right here. Either way, this is actually still good. You can also go for the fire prevention as well. Reduce the fires down to 3, so you don't have to burn your damage con. There's a lot of commander builds that you can basically put in Puerto Rico. A lot of them. And each build is not bad. Though I'm going to probably get a lot of hate for this, saying that it's kind of bullshit and yada yada yada. But that doesn't mean anything. If you're enjoying the game the way that you actually love the game, you should be doing good. That's basically it. And there's a lot of things you could do in the game that's pretty fun. Granted, it'll be stupid. And everything's stupid. Especially the Two Brothers map. Which is fun. Yeah. Oh, they're Mark 8s, but they're still the same guns for Wyoming. It's called two fire control centers on top of turret 5. Alright.